Up next here on News Source 13, some union members are urging you to boycott a local theater chain. These protesters are getting their message out to theater goers on this busy holiday weekend. Find out why they're picketing. A Rochester teen is shot to death as he waits for the bus. The latest on the investigation. And they lift their voices in song today as the celebration of Kwanzaa continues. Meteorologist Pat Ballone is tracking a storm that could bring us quite a bit of snow. He'll tell us how much. And Rich is tracking the NFL playoff action. The news is next.
Shop Greco Furniture Centers now through Sunday only for 40 to 60% savings in every department. Quality furniture for every room in your home at affordable prices. Living rooms, dining rooms and dinettes, bedrooms and bedding, wall units and entertainment centers, home office and much more, all at 40 to 60% savings now through Sunday only. Buy now and pay with no interest for 1 full year. You can pay more elsewhere, but not at Jack Greco's. West Henrietta Road and Main Street, Canandaigua. Greco Furniture Centers.
31 consecutive years, Rochester's leading bridal show. Bridal Hall's Bridal Showcase, Sunday, January 4th, Sheraton 4 Points, Rochester Riverside Hotel. Your magic carpet to the world's foremost bridal designers. Everything you need to create a perfect total look for your wedding. Great ideas from area bridal-related businesses, including these merchants. Call Bridal Hall now for your free tickets, 225-3500. Bridal Showcase, January 4th, Sheraton 4 Points, Rochester Riverside Hotel.
The 98 models are now at Doyle Chevrolet Geo and Doyle Regional Truck Headquarters with lease-or-buy deals that just can't be beat. We've had a record year at Doyle's and are now out to set a new record. Still, the area's #1 dealer for customer satisfaction. Doyle has a big selection of new and used cars and trucks, the very best in service, and now you can get the lowest price right here at Doyle Chevy Geo, up the extension of Empire Boulevard to 740 Ridge Road, Webster. Price and service are why we sell.
News Source 13 closed captioning is made possible by Tops Friendly Markets.
From WOKR, Rochester, this is News Source 13 at 6.
Good evening, I'm Renee Starzyk. Thanks for joining us tonight. Go to the movies this holiday weekend and you might be greeted by protesters. Theater projectionists today protested outside the Regal Cinemas in Henrietta. Demonstrators say Regal is denying union members jobs, not just here in Rochester, but all across the country. They are urging you to boycott the cinemas.
They have been attempting to eliminate projectionist jobs and replace them with low-wage workers with no benefits. This boycott that's going on right here at this theater is also going on from California all the way across to the eastern seaboard and down to Tennessee where the corporate offices are.
Regal Cinemas is now the 3rd largest theater chain in the U.S. We tried to reach Regal managers, but were unable to get in touch with anyone for comment. Police tonight are searching for clues in the shooting death of a teenager. The homicide happened early this morning on North Clinton Avenue. Police say 18-year-old Robert Dubose of Rochester was waiting for a bus when 3 men in a car drove up and shot him in the back. Dubose later died at the hospital. Right now, police have no suspects in custody. It is not known if the victim knew his assailants. Another shooting death in the city is sparking some controversy. Tonight at 11, we will talk with one of the owners of the Rock nightclub. That's where a deadly shooting happened Christmas Eve. One of the security guards there shot and killed a patron after a fight at the club. Police say it was in self-defense. A nightclub owner and the mother of the victim share their stories. That is tonight at 11. If you've been to the malls this weekend, you know how hard it is to find a parking spot. But 2 drivers in Cheektowaga battling over the same spot seem to have gotten a little carried away. Police say a 37-year-old woman and an 84-year-old woman got out of their cars and started fist fighting over a parking space at the Walden Galleria. The 37-year-old was arrested for allegedly biting the elderly woman during that fight. 2 days after one of the most festive holidays of the year, and many people continue heading back to the stores. This time they're focusing on returning. Shoppers packed the Old Navy store in Southtown Plaza today. Most were busy exchanging and returning their unwanted holiday gifts. The store's manager says they have a special procedure to make the return process easier.
We actually have a separate table where the customers first enter the store to get some of the paperwork out of the way so they can actually return the merchandise. And then they will go through the register lane with a document that instead of having to carry the merchandise around.
Workers say the return process only takes about 15 minutes. African Americans around the world are marking the second day of Kwanzaa. The holiday celebrates African American culture and teaches the importance of having values. News Source 13's Norma Holland takes us to one Kwanzaa ceremony. She shows us how the celebration holds something for all of us.
Kwanzaa is a holiday created in America with roots in Africa. For 7 days, people honor one of 7 principles that are the basis of Kwanzaa. Paul Adele sees it as a learning opportunity for his kids.
Whatever you instill in children at a young age, you pretty much begin a process. I want to expose them as early as possible.
On day 2 of Kwanzaa, people at this celebration honor the principle of self-determination. Dance, poetry readings, and songs underscored its importance.
If you don't have principles, then you can't say you have morals. If you don't have principles, then you can't talk about values, because everything is rooted in the principle that govern it.
Although Kwanzaa is celebrated mostly by African Americans, people here say the 7 principles of Kwanzaa have universal appeal. Non-African Americans also joined in today's celebration.
Whether or not they call them by the same names we do really is unimportant. Just the fact that they are practicing them is what is important.
More than 30 years after Kwanzaa got its start, millions of people celebrate its meaning and the hope it will enlighten millions more. Norma Holland, News Source 13.
Kwanzaa continues next week with a number of celebrations in various locations. If you would like to find out where the events are being held, you can call this number, the Kwanzaa hotline, at 234-5926. The Red Cross is in desperate need of donors, and the agency is willing to do just about anything for donations.
Relax.
Pardon me? Red Cross volunteers were singing their own holiday tunes today. One group spent the day at Buckman's Plaza in Greece, hoping their efforts would attract a few extra blood donors. Volunteers say they desperately need type O negative blood.
Primarily, the O negative is very, very critically low right now. The hospitals are being carefully designated the blood that we do have, and O negative is really rare anyway.
If you would like to give blood, you can call this toll-free number, 1-800-272-4543, to make an appointment. Have you started thinking about those New Year's resolutions? We caught up with some people who have already made theirs. The story is coming up. And later, homework over the holiday break? We'll tell you how to keep your kids interested. If the needles on your Christmas tree are dropping, it may be time to recycle. We'll tell you where you can go.
At this special time of year in our community, all of us at Chase would like to wish you and your loved ones a safe and happy holiday season.
This dealership has one big sale once a year, and this is it. Patrick's annual all-out sellout. This week, Patrick cashes in all factory incentives and discounts. Buy any Pontiac Sunfire or Grand Am, $400 below cost. Any Jeep Grand Cherokee, $400 below cost. Any GMC Jimmy, $400 below cost. That's right, below cost. It all adds up to the biggest Pontiac, GMC, and Jeep sale in upstate New York history. Patrick's annual all-out sellout ends Monday next to Marketplace Mall.
Shop Greco Furniture Centers now through Sunday only for 40 to 60% savings in every department. Buy now and pay with no interest for 1 full year. Greco Furniture Centers.
Mad about you, baby. Yeah. Mad about you. I'm mad about you.
Mad About You, weeknights at 7:30 only on 13.
You're watching News Source 13 with Renee Starzik, meteorologist Pat Bellone, and Rich Becker on sports. News Source 13, more local news, more local experience.
After years of poor financial performance, the United States Post Office would like to be out of debt by the year 1999. In the past few years, the Post Office has started to profit, trimming the $6 billion deficit to $1.25 billion. The government thinks this new year will beat the budget and get them out of the red. Just a reminder, if you have a Christmas tree to get rid of, you can do your part for the environment and recycle it. We found a few folks doing just that in Penfield today. They brought their trees to the town's recycling center. The city of Rochester and some other towns and villages will pick your tree up at the curb. Now, if you'd like for more information on tree recycling in your area, you can call your local Public Works Department. The holiday season is beginning to wind down. Now the focus is on 1998. And with the new year comes a whole new list of new promises most of us will try and keep. We found some people who already have their New Year's resolutions ready, and they are set to start off 98 on a good note.
I'm going to be nicer to my sister for New Year's because I'm pretty mean to her now, and I guess I should stop.
I make the same New Year's resolution every year, and that's to exercise more. Will I keep it? Hope so. Hope I'll keep it this year.
Yeah, I got a new treadmill for Christmas, and my New Year's resolution is to make good use of it in the new year.
Think you're going to?
I definitely will, because I have a big investment in it.
Maybe we can catch up with those folks and see how they did after the first of the year. Well, you may have seen some snow today. Here in Penfield, one of our photographers, John Lewis, captured the snow falling. Meteorologist Pat Ballone tells me that this is lake effect snow, and more may be on the way in the next couple of days. That's a pretty shot of the sunshine there and the snow falling. Looks very, very festive.
The first shot was pretty nice with the snow coming down. Actually saw some blue sky in the background, but more snow's on the way.
A lot more?
Could be, and actually it's not going to be from Lake Ontario. We do have to deal with a snowstorm going to get some heavy snow for folks out to the east. But what will we see? Well, I'll have the forecast in a few minutes. First, let's take a look at the almanac. The high 37, the low 30. We'll be right back.
Can you feel it? Don't you feel
Tom Collins presents Brian Boitano, Oksana Bayul, Viktor Petrenko, the greatest gathering of figure skating champions ever. Nancy Kerrigan, Rudy Galindo, Dorothy Hamill, and more. The 1998 Winter Tour of Champions on Ice.
Coming to the arena at the War Memorial Friday, January 16, on sale now at the box office and all Ticketmaster outlets.
Coming up, meteorologist Pat Ballone's weather team forecast with Super Doppler and Rochester Radar's Fast Track 13. The area's most dependable forecast is next.
I like because there's so many tables. Every one, it's like a new food adventure.
The twice cooked pork.
Green, red, yellow, orange.
The Jell-O jiggles really well.
The spicy chicken.
Well, including dessert, probably 3.
2.
Today, 3.
And they give me a new plate every time so nobody knows.
Find out what everyone's talking about. The largest buffet in town. The Mandarin Chinese Buffet, 1100 Jefferson Road.
Sesame Street is coming to Rochester, December 31st through January 4th, and grown-ups can save $2 on Everyone's a Kid Day, courtesy of WOKR and Funscape. Just pick up your adult discount coupon at Funscape, present it when you buy your tickets at the War Memorial box office, and get $2 off on the Saturday performance of 1, 2, 3 Imagine. Don't miss Sesame Street Live, December 31st through January 4th, and Everyone's a Kid Day, Saturday at the Arena at the Rochester War Memorial.
Hi folks, I'm John Gabrielli from Marina Dodge. How are you this evening? It's the holiday season here at Marina Dodge. It means it's a time for giving, and Chrysler's giving you the biggest rebates in their company history. And Marina Dodge is giving you the lowest price of the season. There has never been a better time to come out and buy a new used car. Here's a 94 Ford Tempo, only $8 down, $166 a month. Or a 94 Chrysler Concorde, also only $166 a month. And remember, no credit application is ever refused at Marina Dodge, so call us at 342-5000 or drive on down.
Well, I grew up in the Midwest, but even I know you got to pay attention when you hear the word nor'easter, and you're saying possibility of that.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we're watching right now. Low pressure going to develop around the Carolinas and Virginia, move up the coast, get some heavy snow out to New England. For us, we are going to see some snow right now. It doesn't look like as much as they're going to see out towards Boston, but we will see some white stuff on the ground by Wednesday. Let's take a look at our forecast through the evening, though. Not too bad. We're going to find partly cloudy skies, a few flurries out there, temperatures dropping through the 20s. We are at the airport right now, partly cloudy, 30 degrees. Light winds from the west at 6. Pressure is rising, which is an indication of a front that has gone through, improving conditions for tomorrow. The neighborhood weather team, everyone with temperatures in the 30s and some cooler spots. Caledonia right now at 25 degrees. And as we continue to find the partly cloudy skies and the light winds, temperatures will drop into the teens tonight, so certainly going to be a chilly night around the Rochester area. Watching some snow showers and some rain showers right now pushing along the Atlantic coast. Nothing for us to be concerned about. What we have seen is just some light lake effect snow, really nothing too major. Most folks calling in with just a dusting to as much as 1 inch of snowfall since last night. Let's take a look at Fast Track 13.